Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Shirtless Plantain Show, the Arsenal edition. This is your host, Dean, and I am here with Gabby. How are you doing, Gabby?
Many men wish death upon me. Listen, I'm feeling okay today.
We take those. Hi, everyone. Again, this is the Shirtless Plantain Show. Please like, please share, please subscribe. That said, you know why we're all here. We're here to talk about Brighton 0. Arsenal 1. And now Arsenal are 7 points clear of the chasing pack in the Premier League. Gabby, they be hating, but it's not working. These hate watches aren't working out for them, are they? They are not working out for them. That is crazy. I'm in such a great mood.
I love the unsuccessful hate watch.
It's the best. And our hate watches were very successful. You know, afterwards we got to watch Manchester United lose to a 10-man Newcastle. That was pretty nice.
Listen, both Manchester teams dropping points today. A City United. I love to see it.
She said, "Oh, yeah." So Brighton 0, Arsenal 1. But before we get into that, well, it's all part of it really because he just customized it for the game today. But have you noticed Goatee Mendy? What is going on there, Gabby? And do you approve of this sartorial change to his face or hair?
I didn't notice it until you just said it because I was like, what the fuck? Like, what's going on? Every time somebody makes a big change facial-wise or hair-wise on our team, things go wrong. Stop changing things when we're in the crunch time of the season. Soccer, when he blonded his hair, I said, wrap that shit up. Odegaard started growing out his facial hair. No.
Shit ain't been right since with Odegaard. Like, he needs to shave all that shit off forever. Like, stop trying to be a dad, bro. Stop trying to prove yourself, bro. You're already a dad. Don't worry about it. You've done it all. You're good, you know. In any event, we start with the lineup, which I'm going to have to do from memory because I didn't put it into my notes. So let's see if I can nail it. It's Raya, Timber, Mosquera came in for Saliba today. I still don't know what happened. Did you hear anything about that, Gabby?
I think it was like a knock.
Knock.
Turner said something about him twisting his ankle against who did we just play? Chelsea? Twisted his ankle against Chelsea. And he was surprised he played the rest of the game. So he was like, he's not ready for today, but
okay,
he'll be all right.
Okay, well, that's comforting because you never know. I mean, we still don't understand Arteta's injury language. 6 years into this relationship, this motherfucker just be saying shit. Hopefully, he means it was just one game.
Because he's a lying liar.
He is a lying liar, but he's our lying liar. Gabriel, Hincapié at left back, Rice and Zubimendi because they can never, ever rest. Eze, Saka, Gyökeres, and Martinelli with the start. So I immediately didn't expect shit from him, but what'd you think of the lineup?
I'm glad that we're telling the truth because I saw that. I seen Martinelli on there. I said, all right, bro, whatever. Whatever. Nah, you need to rise. Get him some horse placenta because I need to see Eze in the left. Let's dead this experiment.
Yeah, we're clearly being very careful with the guys that are coming back from injury. But I don't know. I just thought to myself, you know what? If Eze isn't getting moved out to the left, then yeah, Martinelli. I wouldn't say he deserves a start or he's earned a start, but I'm just like Trossard hasn't been great lately either. So
this is true. However, Trossard against Brighton. I feel like this was the game to start him.
But Trossard angry off the bench, you know.
Perhaps.
You know, and you don't want to give them, I feel like Mikel probably didn't want to give the crowd their extra gas, you know, because they're already hyped. Their manager was already talking shit before the game. Arsenal waste a lot of time. Someone should look at what they do. I'm like,
I'm not talking.
Like, what's Hurtzeler's beef with us? Do you know what his problem is?
He's a bitch boy. Who knows?
He's such a strange man. Like, I can't think of a coach, young or old, that has ever been so eager to be dislikable. Like, I just don't, like, he goes out of his way to be dislikable. He's just a dislikable dude, you know, like usually you root for young people, like prodigies in any industry or any field. But with him, it's like, bro, like, with the way things are going, the German army might reintroduce the draft. You know, maybe they'll call you, motherfucker, because I'm tired of your shit. I'm fucking tired of Hurtzeler. Like when Rice got sent off for that bullshit last year when they stole the points from us. This motherfucker said, "Yeah, it was a justified red card." I was like, bro, you didn't even have to say any of that. Like we all know it was crazy.
I don't know what his problem is. He just hates Arteta for some reason.
I think that's what it is. I genuinely think he's kind of was people don't want to hear this, but if you just look at the ages of because we're going through a couple of generation changes across sports, like LeBron would be gone soon. Steph Curry would be gone soon. Lewandowski is going to retire soon at Barcelona. Like a bunch of the older guys are aging out. Same thing with the coaches. Like Ancelotti has gone to Brazil. Pep, we've been having rumors that he's going to retire. But ultimately, I think Arteta is kind of seen a little bit as the head of the new school, if you will, at least in the Premier League. And I think a young guy has just been like, that's the guy I need to take down. Like Pep is Pep, whatever. I'm not doing anything to change his legs, Spark. That's how I need to get it. I think that's what it is. He's just kind of put the bullseye on him, like, this is the guy I need to get after. And it's not really working out for him this season because this is the third time we've beat them, which is fucking awesome. That said, Brighton started pretty energetically, and per usual, Gabby, we did that thing you don't like, didn't we?
I said in the group chat, I know you guys are going to ask me, how well did we start today? We didn't start well today. We played like shit in those first few minutes. Like, I don't know what their problem is with coming out of, like, somebody needs to shake the fuck out of them and be like, do you know the game has started? Do you understand that he has blown the whistle and we have kicked off? They just be sleepwalking at the wheel when we start games I don't know what their problem is.
It's weird, I didn't catch the first 10 minutes of the game, but I did watch it after the game. And yeah, it wasn't the best start, but in the moments that we actually chose to control the ball, it was like, okay, there's something here. There was some good build-up play from Gyökeres and Saka. And, but before anything good happened, there was a Raya moment. Gabby, do you think he's just doing too much because he has the hair, he has, the hair plugs grew in, so now he's doing this whole sporting wave shit that he's doing with his hair, with the beard and all that. He's modeling. Like, what's going on, Gabby?
He now has the sickness. He has the sickness. It passes. We have an illness that passes from player to player, where they do the thing that they're not supposed to do. Go long when you're supposed to go short. Go short when you're supposed to go long. Do nonsense, give the ball directly to an opposition player and have them shoot. Zubimendi had it for a little while. Declan Rice has done it. Gabriel has done it. Now it's David Raya. Back to David Raya again. Him giving the ball away in front of his own box for him to come out and be in no man's land when they are shooting. Thank God for Gabriel, because I said if we would have started the game like that, genuinely, that would have been equivalent to us chucking the ball into our own net against Southampton.
Honestly,
what the fuck are we doing?
It was pretty bad. And I'll give Gabriel all the credit. He did really well to get back there and head it out. It wasn't an easy thing to do, but good on him for doing it. Looking at the rest of the game, Gabby, I don't think we had enough in our legs today to actually come back from one goal down. I just don't think we had it today. So that would have been a disaster. So I'm so glad that Big Gabby has a giant skull and he's looking out for his fellow hair transplant brother in Raya. But man, that boy he gotta stay out the mirror, man. He doing too much, like people need to chill. Like you said with the hair shit, people need, like we saw Strobel's like yesterday with the fucking braids, which do not suit.
Don't piss me off. Piss me off. I saw a tweet that said, I turned on the game, saw the braids, and turned it off.
Honestly, that's exactly what the fuck I would have done if I was a Liverpool fan. Like, for real. Like, some days you just, like, once someone does certain shit, you just know it's not going to be a good day. Like, that was ridiculous. Thankfully, the Gotimendi didn't cost us. Pretty quickly, after the chance, around 9 minutes in, well, not 9 minutes in. This was earlier than that. I'm sorry. My notes are pretty shitty today because coach helped me write half of them. Fuck him. Anywho. There's a great move in midfield for Arsenal. Eze plays the ball in behind for Saka. Saka crosses it to the far post, but Martinelli runs to the near post. Everything worked out great in the end, but who are we yelling at for this? I feel like they've known each other long enough to be figuring that shit out.
Funnily enough, I can't blame Martinelli for that one because I just think he doesn't have he's not smart. So he doesn't have a high IQ. So when you know a player doesn't have a high IQ, do the simple stuff.
He's just really sweet, but he's not very smart.
Do the simple stuff. Why are we crossing to the back post there, bro? Shoot the ball. Shoot the ball. What are we doing? Shoot the fucking ball. Like, I genuinely, I was trying to think about, like, I was trying to give Saka some grace and think about if there were any other, like, real goal scorers who get in that position and don't shoot, like, try to pass. And I genuinely don't think there are. Like, if Salah's in that position, he's not looking for anybody else.
No.
You better save this ball. Like,
But you make a good point there. I think several times on this podcast I've mentioned this, but Sakai is not, as much as he may have the goal to become, I believe his favorite player is CR7, and I just don't think he has that gene in him. Like, you need to be naturally selfish to be that kind of player. And he's not. He's more of an Angel Di Maria. He'll give you goals, he'll give you assists. If you look at his stats, I think he has almost equal goals and assists as an Arsenal player because he's just that kind of guy. So I don't know. I hope he finds the efficiency. But we'll talk about that in a little bit here. In any event, after that happened, I think, I can't remember if this was before or after the goal, but there was what I thought was a very harsh Mosquera yellow. He fouled someone on the sideline. Yes, it was a foul, but I don't think it was a yellow. And they had me looking at Chris Fabian. I'm like, bro, you again, bro, you.
You don't say. All of yesterday, we find out the referee placements a few days before the game. And I think all of yesterday, people were like, I just know he's about to do some bullshit in this game. And I was like, I hate this guy. I actually hate this guy. He genuinely makes me want to punch him in the face. He's just an asshole. It was his first foul on the byline. And there's somebody covering, too. So it's not like he's sprinting in on goal. I'm like, what are we doing? Why are we giving it automatic, a yellow card? For first foul? In the first, 20 minutes of the game? Come on.
Gabby, I think I know what it was now that I look back, because it was right after the goal, which we're going to talk about next. But Arsenal scores, and I think he almost was placating the home fans, here's something to make you guys feel better. And obviously, given the way we play, given the way our defenders play, they press up on people. They follow people man to man. There will be some fouls, there will be some contact. That was a really, really harsh yellow card, because it was almost to me, it felt like a deliberate thing where he was like, I'm going to affect the way Arsenal play now by giving this very important piece of their team a yellow card, because we want to play in a certain way, and he can't play that way anymore once you've given him a yellow card, because at any point you can give him a second yellow. So
joke's on you. We still sat 10 men in the box.
But yeah, on to the goal that we skipped past initially. Sakai got the ball out wide, took a shot that was really a nothing shot. Not a lot of accuracy. It was right down the middle of the goal. The goalkeeper should have caught it, but it seemed to deflect off Carlos Baleba's hip, and it just wrong-footed Verbruggen and went through his legs. 1-0 to the Arsenal.
I love that you said nothing shot, because genuinely somebody put up the screenshot of the XG for that shot. I think it was 0.01 XG for that.
It was a nothing ass shot.
I love somebody who makes their own luck, though. We need to do that. Shoot the fucking ball. Sometimes it goes through the goalkeeper's legs. You just need a little bit of luck sometimes.
Yeah, I think his it's essentially what you said a little earlier about how on the first cross to Martinelli, where we just wasted the chance, was bro, you should have just shot it there. I think after that moment, he just thought to himself, fuck it, next one I'm shooting. No matter what, I'm just shooting it. And it worked out, because it won us the game. At the time, we were hoping that there'd be more of a cushion, because this was 9 minutes into the game.
But alas,
Arsenal do not make it easy. In any event, that was our last shot of any sort for the rest of the half, Gabby. I don't know, we do a good job sometimes of making sugar out of shit on this podcast. This was every criticism that people have had of Arteta and Arsenal this season, as far as the style of play. I feel like this game was a perfect culmination of that. Where Arteta was especially since Hurzeler said what he said before the game. Coach always talks about how Arteta is a spiteful man. Would you say that this game plan was deliberately designed to piss Hurzeler off? He said what he said, and Arteta was like, oh, word? Okay, here we go.
I do agree that Arteta is spiteful. I don't think it was intentionally designed to piss him off. I think that was just a byproduct, and he's okay with that. He said that he set us up to win, and he said if it pisses you off too, good.
You did better. Yeah, according to Orbinho on our Blue Sky, this was the lowest amount of ball and play time in any game at the AMEX Brighton Stadium this season. About 55 minutes, I think, was the number. And I suppose Hurzeler would look at that stat, and after the game, he was still just as cantankerous, talking Arsenal make their own rules. They need to be stopped. Blah blah. It's bro, calm down, bro.
It's like a rabid dog.
It's not 1939, bro. Chill. Why are you just mad at Arsenal? That said, as the half went on, and you can tell with Arsenal when we're going to be when good Arsenal was playing and when bad Arsenal. Today was bad Arsenal. Was there anything beyond just the basics of these motherfuckers are not trying to score? They're not trying to do anything. Beyond that basic, was there anything that worried you in the game? Did you feel that the team was under threat? So those are like near misses, but I don't remember any shots on goal from Brighton either.
It wasn't like, I was cheek clenched for this whole game, but it wasn't because like Brighton was just so much better than us. I just think that we were giving them so much space in that midfield. Like, we were not winning any second balls. We couldn't put our foot on the ball at all. Like, no passage of play where we had any sort of possession. I think this genuinely has to be one of the games where we had the least amount of possession all season. Like, it was crazy. I was like, can we like string, like, we're hooping it long every time. Can we hold on to the ball for like 3 consecutive passes?
Yeah, our pass accuracy was at 73%. We had 42% possession. We had 2 shots on target, 4 shots in total, 1 goal, 11 fouls to Brighton's 14, 1 yellow card to their 4. But that said, Brighton contributed just as much to this being not much of a spectacle. Matt Weaver, good Lord, just the mirror image of his coach on the field. Like, the one I really don't like on that team, the one that got Declan Rice with the shit at the Emirates last season. I forget his name. He's the one I really don't like.
Van Heckel or whatever it is.
No, Van Heckel is a center back who's probably going to end up at Liverpool at some point, I think. But the other guy, I forget his name, but he's annoying. But Matt Weaver, I didn't think he had it in him. He was equally annoying. Like, today, do you remember that early moment in the game where Gyökeres is chasing the ball and someone just runs into him and falls down and gets a foul called? That was Matt Weaver. And the whole game, every time he got in our box, he fell over. Like,
I genuinely was thinking that.
Tango and Martinelli.
Everything's a foul, but it's not an actual foul, like contact-wise. I'm like, why are we just falling over? Like, what the fuck is going on?
It's bad. They tried to do the dark arts thing, but you that's a skill. You don't just get to fall over and get the foul. You have to do it the right way, but whatever. In any event, I didn't like what we were doing at all on the ball in the first half. It was just too inaccurate. It was too direct. It was too ugly. But it was working because, again, I didn't feel threatened by Brighton at all. Now, in the second half, when that began, but before we get there, Gabby, was there anything you wanted to see? We always ask this question. Were you looking for changes, or did you just think to yourself, well, he doesn't make a change until the hour mark anyway, so whatever?
That's exactly what I was thinking. I said, everybody's like, he needs to make changes. That was so poor. And I was like, do you know your manager? He's not doing shit. Like, you stupid motherfuckers are going to come right back out in that second half, and they're going to give an extra 15 minutes or whatever to see if we change anything, and then we're going to be begging him to make us up. Like, that's exactly what's going to happen.
The usual. We call it the Arteta special. That said, if you were to have changed anything in the first, at halftime, what would you have changed?
See, that's the harder question, because I was like, would I have put in Trossard on at halftime and taken Martinelli off? Martinelli was poor, but like, would Trossard have been that much better to give him a full 45? I don't know. And everybody else, I was like, how fit is Kai? Because I would love to see Kai Havertz play, but I don't think he's going to get that much time. And there's not really much we can do in midfield. There's just, unfortunately, we don't have that much. Other than Norgard, who else is coming on in midfield?
It's pretty much him for now.
Yeah. I honestly forgot that Calafiori was even on the bench. I wasn't paying attention to our bench when I saw the lineup, so I was like, "Oh, Calafiori is back, great!"
Right. And he's always useful. That said, his replacements today was pretty good. Nkapia was solid throughout because even though Arsenal weren't under the cosh or anything like that for any long periods of the game, we still had to do a lot of defending, and I thought he was immaculate for the most part. His only errors came when he ran forward the ball occasionally. He was sensational today. How do you feel about him in general? We've seen a lot of him at this point. Where you would you keep him? He's going to cost us 50 million. We know we're doing the deal. That's not in doubt. But if you actually had a choice in the decision, would you send him back to Leverkusen?
He said, "How do I feel about Big Sexy?"
Is that what he's calling him?
I call him that.
Excuse me, man. Big Sexy. That's crazy.
I would keep him. Of course I would keep him. I feel like there's When we first got Ngapié, I think at the beginning of the season, there's a tweet that was like, "I like him, but he makes me really anxious. Like he just feels like kind of like a rabid dog. Like he's
Yeah,
nipping at
yeah.
everything."
He,
And
he
I was
does.
like, "Do you guys not understand how hard it is to adapt to the Premier League, especially from the Bundesliga as a defender? Like it's gonna take a while. Like you think you have the time to nip in for everything. You do not. You go in for a mistimed tackle and people are past you and in your box in rapid speed. It's going to take him a little time to adapt. Just give him a little bit of time, especially when you're playing in the position in which Calafiori was really playing like sky high. Like he was at the beginning of the season, he was playing so well until he got hurt. And I was like, it's going to be hard for him to break into that team, especially when we also have Miles there, who we're going to be rotating, who we all already trust. Arteta already trusts in the Premier League and in big games. I just think that he's just so versatile. He can play anywhere. He looks really assured. He's already been in a title race and won it in the Bundesliga against Bayern. I said, I'm at peace. Like, and he's fine. Like, I'm at peace.
I have.
We will prevail.
Amen. Amen. I have a sneaking suspicion that he's behind Zubimendi's goatee. Like I've seen them hanging out together too much in these, behind the scenes videos and training videos. I'm like, this motherfucker looked like a bad influence to me, man. He looked like if he didn't play football, he'd be he might be a gang member right now, to be honest. Like it was crazy, like Caicedo was doing all that crazy shit to him in the Chelsea game, and he didn't even budge. It's like he didn't see him. It was great. This guy's built for it. He's built for it.
I will see you at international break. Then let's see if you want to keep talking.
I love it. I love it. What did you make of the start to the second half?
I just feel like we didn't come out as poorly as I felt like we ended the half. But we weren't great either. We still didn't have possession at the beginning of that, at the beginning of that half. I was like, I don't feel like Brighton are I don't feel like we're chasing shadows. I don't feel like we're chasing shadows, but I was like, I just need us to get a little bit more control. Like, just take the take the fun out of this for Brighton. I feel like their stadium is a little bit too rocking. Their coach is talking a bit too much. I feel like the referee is on us for every fucking thing. Just suck the fun out of this for them a little bit. Pause. But you know what I mean? Like, get your foot on the ball a little bit. Like, pop it around them a little bit. You guys are still better than them, even though our midfield was very, very tired.
Yeah. It's fascinating, Gabby. I think, like there were a lot of complaints in the Chelsea game as well about us not, or just in general over the last couple of weeks, where we have a lead late in the game and it's just really tense because we don't seem to be controlling the game. Our pass accuracy drops to nothing. We're just booting the ball. And honestly, I know in some of those moments, it's clearly nerves. You can see guys just hoofing shit on some, fuck it, I'm making no mistakes today. And I'm okay with that. But I also think I genuinely think it's just, it might not be the strategy the coach decided on, but I think it's a strategy the players want to employ. I think they've had a conversation among themselves like, listen, like, honestly, we're just not taking the risk. We just want the points. Like, we back ourselves to defend. Sometimes it doesn't work out, but our strength as a club, as a team, this squad is defense. We have good defenders. So we're going to back our defenders. And I think they've just kind of agreed as a crew, like, with 10 minutes left, we booting everything. Fuck it. Like if we can boot it to a striker, good. If not, we just boot that shit anyway. Cause I just think there's too much talent in this team for us to actually play the way we play at certain points in games. It's not just all nerves. I think it's deliberate.
I do think that the players have seen the last 2 years or so, like when we score and we decide to close up shop, we actually close up shop. Like you were not scoring on us. But this season, when we try to close up shop, we have been conceding very late goals for some reason. And not to lose most of the time, other than that Man United game, but to draw. Like it feels like they're not going to score on us. We're clearing everything, and then all of a sudden, the ball goes into the back of the net and we end up in a draw. So I feel like that has really affected them in a way. They were like, fuck it, clear that shit out. That shit out. I don't give a fuck. Clear it out.
Yeah, because ultimately, I watched a lot of Zubimendi before he showed up at Arsenal, and people are like, well, he can't do this, he can't do that. He can't play like this player or that player, like players who have played in deep midfield for Arsenal in recent seasons. And it's like, he can. There's a deliberate decision somewhere for him not to play that way.
Definitely a deliberate decision.
Yeah, because a lot of us had expectations for what we thought he was going to be, like this six, that would further free Rice. And it's like, yeah, he's done that, but he hasn't been that all the time. He has way more goal threat than we expected.
See? Yeah. That right there, when you say he's done that, there is a comp going out like this week about Zubamendi from like August to October of like his line breaking passes. And I was like, you see, this thing that we do with Zubamendi where we're like, oh, he's not as good as we think he is. And I was like, he was doing the things that we wanted him to do. It is intentional that he is not doing it now. And also, I think fatigue has taken part in it. He looks tired. He looks mentally tired because he's making mistakes he would not normally make if he was fresh.
Yeah. And, we got to give him credit. Like every other one of the new signings, he has to adjust. Like, it's his first season in the league here. He scored more goals than he ever has in his career. Yes, he's made a mistake or two. Only one of them, two of them have cost us goals. Only one of them cost us points, United. Spurs didn't cost us points, was just a consolation goal. But this guy has become a midfield anchor in a new league and played the most minutes of his life to this point in the season.
Correct.
Has run the most among any player in the league before these games started today. I think
he doesn't have a Spanish bro next to him.
Right.
Marino's out now.
Yeah, Marino's out. I think we can afford to give him some grace. I think this is a player that we're going to enjoy for a very long time. It's just a bit of a down period. And even in a down period, we're still racking up points. So can you motherfuckers shut the fuck up and enjoy this shit? Anyway, Arteta actually told us to shut the fuck up, and he brought the subs on in the 55th minute. It took until the 57th for them to come on. And throughout that period of the game, that first 10 minutes of the second half, Brighton had box touches. There was a moment where Minta cooked Mosquera, couldn't tackle him because he had the yellow. Thankfully, after that, Big Gabby cleared it. There was a corner, we cleared that as well. And right after that, Calafiori came on.
Yeah, I kind of said enough of this shit. We need a Maverick on the field.
Like, I thought he did well to get through the first half without picking up the second yellow, because Jorginho Rutter just dove in front of him at one point. Got the free kick call, but then get him
really funny
again.
About that. I do think Gabriel had a lot to do with it, and maybe I'm giving Gabriel a bit too much, but I think that having Gabriel next to you, especially when you're already on a yellow, he talks to his defenders a lot. Right. I think he was in Mosquera's era like a lot. He's like, if he gets past you, like Gabriel is a great box defender. He loves to defend in the box. He was. I think he had the most blocks today. He was blocking a lot of shots, a lot of crosses, heading out like clearances. He's like, I got you. I can cover you if he gets past you, but like, just don't get a red card. Like, just don't get a red card and relax.
Yeah, and I think it helps that Gabriel is also, there's a whole cat-dog dichotomy with center backs. Like Silva is more of a cat, more of a sweeper. Gabriel is more of a, I'm going to put my finger into your fucking ear hole and whisper sweet nothings to you and just, you're going to smell my cologne for 90 minutes, and Mosquera is the same kind of guy. So really, they just switch roles, and it's very natural to both of them to be able to be the aggressor, So I think Gabriel just kind of took on more aggressor work, and Mosquera did well, and he was smart. A dumber defender would have fouled there and given a penalty away and gotten the red card anyway.
Chelsea defender definitely would have got a red card.
Well said. A Chelsea defender indeed. We don't have those here. We don't do that. We don't have that. Mats Weaver headed across from Minta in the 62nd. But it was an easy catch for Raya. And I didn't mention that Kai and Leo came on for Gyökeres and Martinelli. I was happy with the subs, but Leo gave us nothing. Like, he really gave us nothing.
No, him and Martinelli are both in a really bad period in the Premier League right now. And I'm just like, one of you guys has to stay down. Like, until Odegaard gets fit and he is forced to put Eze on the left wing, one of you guys has to stand up. You must.
Yeah, I think... what's his face? Calafiori being back should help them. I think they've both played better with him in the team. And the left side looks a little more fluid with him, just in general, because he's a fucking awesome player. But, it might be that time because, Hincapié has had a lot of minutes in recent weeks, and Calafiori has had a lot of rest. So I think Mikel just needs to get those combinations right. If you're playing Martinelli and Trossard, they should get some minutes with Calafiori, I think. Then when Eze makes a move out there, Hincapié.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, when Eze makes a move, I think. Which we're not sure will happen. Sorry.
Which we hope will happen. It's I do give Mikel just a little bit of grace because his fullback situation is kind of dire. Like, it's kind of dire. I mean, I know we haven't seen Miles Lewis-Skelly at all, but Nkapie has been playing really well. And even if he wasn't, we know that, like, Calafiori is a starter, but he hasn't been fit. Timber looks like he needs a rest badly, but Ben White is not fit. And it's like, do I play the other person that could play in those positions there, like, and potentially maybe drop points or don't play as well or what, give up goals or whatever? And I'm like, I don't know. It's up in the air. At this point, we just need to get 3 points at this point. I don't care how you do it. Hopefully they don't get cooked. Get cooked after the season is over. I don't care what happens next season as long as we win the quadruple. I don't care.
Like, honestly, like the Timber thing, like, I get the sense that even if Ben White was like fully fit, he'd get more minutes, don't get me wrong. But I think Mikel just really loves this player. He just loves him so much that he's basically in that group of like Xhaka, Saka before he did the hamstring, Odegaard before he started breaking down, Rice at the moment, Zubimendi. He has certain players where it's just like, I'm going to play you until I break you because I love you so much.
Literally. And I think Zubimendi's also going to be in there. Like, he's going to play him every game if he can 90 minutes. Like, it's just he needs to rotate a little bit more, but injuries don't, it is what it is.
It is what it is. With Kai's first touch, he picked up a sloppy moment from Baleba, and he had what looked like a one-on-one opportunity. But to be fair, I think he did everything right there. It was just really a good recovery tackle from Baleba, I think.
I agree. I mean, I will say, as soon as Kai came on the pitch, I felt safe. I felt safe. I love that guy. I love him so much. He's the glue. I need him to be fit. If anybody uses like SofaScore or any of those apps like that, they always give you the momentum graph. As soon as the Kai came on, the momentum swung in our favor, and it was in Brighton's favor the whole entire game up until that point. And I think it just shows how important he is to this team. Oh my God, him being an outlet. Sigh of relief because Gyökeres was struggling today. He was struggling today. But yeah, I don't think he did anything wrong in that chance. I know that people like to harp on, you got to get the shot away. You got to put it on target. And I'm just like, he's rusty, bro. He's been out for God knows how long. Like, it is what it is. He did just as good as he's going to do.
And honestly, it was maybe his first touch in the game after coming off the bench. So he had the opportunity. Technically, I have nothing to question there, because you can't expect the guy that's his size, that runs the way he runs, to be faster than he can be. Given his limitations as a human, I think he did everything perfect. The shot was going in the right direction. Baleba just did a really good job. And sometimes the opponent just does a really good job and they deserve credit. And Baleba deserved credit for that recovery there. At that point, well, actually another 14 minutes passed because not a whole lot was happening in this game. We came there to play ugly. The throw-ins were taking forever. Every ball out of play was taking forever.
Oh my God, bro.
David Raya specifically was telling, what's his face? Hurzeler to go fuck himself. He went down 3 different times in this game. Love it. Love it. Don't give a fuck. Love it. Love it. Like, if you think we're the classy children of Wenger, sure, we contain multitudes. We can do that next week. Not today. Fuck Brighton.
The duality of man.
Indeed. But yeah, Norgard came on for Zubimendi. Listen, that video exists, and I feel like we've been ignoring the proper pronunciation of his name for too long, so it's time to get to the Norgogel. But Norgogel came on, which made me really happy because I'm like, if we're playing like this, especially now that we're playing with this hoofball shit, he's perfect for that. Like, give these motherfuckers a rest. Give them a rest. Speaking of which, what'd you make of Declan Rice's performance today?
I think Declan Rice is always important for us, but I think he was really important for us. Like, there's one moment where I think Nkapie put him in a bad position where he gives him the ball and it gets taken by a Brighton player, and they try so hard to get it back. Declan Rice and his go-go gadget legs, he was running around. Like, he was doing a lot of running around today. Which I feel like he always does for us, but we tend to have more possession in games, so he can do less. This was not the game for that. He was sprinting in this game, trying to get back, and Brighton weren't putting us under too much possession, but I always feel like more assured when Declan Rice is back there, and he's just, you know what, I'm just going to clean up the transitions. I'm just going to clean up the transitions and get the ball forward. And he was doing at least trying to do a lot of marauding forward. him and Martinelli on that left-hand side, and Trossard when he came on. He was trying to get the ball forward, but it just kept on coming right back down. Right. I almost said our throat, but I won't do that. I won't do that.
You're going to pause that anyway. But yeah, I thought he was decent. It wasn't the most precise game. Again, like you mentioned earlier, we weren't winning a lot of second balls. There was just a lot of space in midfield, but somehow Brighton could never do anything with it. By the time they got to the D area, everything was just shut down. Like they had to go wide. Occasionally they got a cross in. They never got first contact on the crosses, besides the Weaver chance I mentioned a little bit. Randomly, your boy Fergie Kadioglu, I don't know what his deal was, but he just... you were a big fan of his before he came to the league.
I said, listen, we linked to him. I said, he looks all right. He looks okay. No, I said he's still my boy.
That boy's ass. Man. That boy's ass, girl. He's ass. I've seen him. He's ass. But yeah, ass boy just slams into Saka for no reason off the ball. I did not understand that. It seemed very unnecessary. Unfortunately, we didn't punish them from the set piece, but we really should have. Like, what's with the violence against us, Gabby?
All the talk this week, it feels like about, how Arsenal play and, the way that we rough up, players and in and out of the box and do all this shit. I'm like, all this rah you guys are doing about this. You guys weren't doing this when Saka was getting fucking ran through. Like when people were kicking him on his standing leg and shit, like, and he was limping off, you guys were making jokes. So I don't want to hear nothing about no other player. I don't care.
Man, Gabby, the craziest thing about a lot of this criticism of Arsenal style lately? Like, sure, some of it is probably correct. I don't give a fuck. But a lot of it is just based on, like, people sort of decide on an incident or they see something. They saw Ben White touch a goalkeeper's glove 3 years ago and they never got over that. That's still what they said. Like, they block goalkeepers. I'm like, bruh, Raya's the one getting held here. Like, we need to change the rules so no one can be in the six. It's like, change the rules then. Let Gabriel get a free run without being molested the whole way there.
And like, that's what I said last week. I would love for you guys to get a free header for Gabriel every time. Hey, you don't want to do that shit though.
Yeah, they don't know what they're asking for, but we'll deal with that after the season because they can't change the rules on the fly. So we keep going. We go again next week. In any event, from that free kick, from the Kadioglu free kick, I think the second phase of it resulted in what I thought was a bad Trossard miss. He basically had a shot in the box and he skewed it wide out of nowhere after spending the prior 15 minutes doing all sorts of fucking bullshit. He was pissing me off so bad, Gabby. Like,
you hate Trossard. You hate him. All I could do was laugh at that moment. I just like, what can you do? That was actually one of the one moments in the game where I felt like, damn, we really looked like the better team. Like, it was just slick passing at that moment. And we get into the box and it just skews right off his foot. And I said, Trossard.
Like Timber put it on a plate for him. And he just
on a plate for him. The one time Timber makes the right pass in the box and he just fucks it up.
Like, okay. I got to be honest with you. Like, I love my guys, but I feel like some of the guys in this team, they've had their opportunity in high leverage moments to be the hero, and they've passed on those opportunities a couple times. And I just feel like, some other guys need to get those chances as the season goes on, as things get tight. That means Ezzy on the left is what I'm saying.
I do think that the attackers are trolling us so hard. I just don't know. It's very funny that they all feel like they're in a down phase. I mean, Saka is kind of like happy medium and Kai's coming back from injury, but the rest of them,
bruh,
what's going on? Like, somebody show that you're better than the other person on the bench at least. Like I don't know.
Like, Gabby, some of the Gyökeres 1v1 stuff in the first half, I wanted to kill him. Like, I wanted to hop on a plane and go to the nearest IKEA and just start ripping shit up like, fuck IKEA.
Stop proving these people right. What the fuck?
I was really, I'm not, and again, we were winning the game, whatever, but it was just like, bro, just give me something, man. Like put one of these guys on their ass one time. Get a shot off, bro. Like, to just be getting dispossessed in 1v1s? Come on, bro.
I just want you to get a shot away. Like, I don't want you to dribble. Stop dribbling. You're not good at that shit.
You can't do it.
You turn like a Tonka truck. That's okay. But you hit the ball really hard, so shoot the ball.
Hit ball good. Man eats steak. Woman eats salad. Victor, stop pissing me off, man. What the fuck wrong with you, boy? Anywho, after the Trossard miss, it felt to me that the inclusion of Calafiori and Kai sort of stabilized the game, as you mentioned earlier. Um, Let me not talk about Trossard anymore. But yeah, 3 points. Brighton didn't do shit. They just didn't do shit. They tried, but they didn't do shit. So we wrapped it up. So yeah, by any means necessary. I don't know that, folks. It's too late in the season to be. If you're an Arsenal fan, it's too late to be crying about style. Okay, we have an objective. Lock the fuck in mentally. Lock in and focus on what's important. I don't care how pretty it looks. They don't give you extra ribbons on the side of the trophy because you played good. It doesn't work like that. They just put your name on the shit. That's it. It's too late.
At this point, style points are only for Champions League. That is the only time I feel like we play good football. And of course, lo and behold, that's when teams open up against us because they also want to win. Teams in the Premier League, I know what you are. So just get the 3 points and win the league. I don't care. At this point, it is what it is.
So, Gabby, what makes this result so much more joyful is the fact that at the same time we were playing, Manchester City were hosting Nottingham Forest. I'd written that off as a easy 3 points for them. Not easy because none of these games are easy, but I just figured they're at home. They beat Forest all the time. They should be able to beat Forest in this game. The game ended 2-2, Gabby. How elated were you when you discovered this? Because I believe the equalizer went in with 10 minutes to go in our game, I think.
So for me, I don't know about anybody else, but I specifically or intentionally do not watch City games. I don't check the scores for them. I don't care. Because I always in my mind count them as 3 points. If they happen to drop points, that is great for us, and I will be happily surprised, but I'm not paying attention to their games. When they equalized, I was checking something on the timeline, and I saw that they equalized, and I was like, but they're going to score again, so it's whatever. And of course, they scored again, Rodri. And then when they equalized the second time, I said, they're going to score again. Don't get excited. I just need us to win our game. That's the only thing that I care about. Make sure that you have that cushion because as long as we win, whatever they're doing, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Now, at the end of the game, I will say, when they blew the full-time whistle for us, and I heard fans in the stadium scream when they saw the full-time whistle for City, that gave me chills. I can't lie. We were screaming in that bitch. Like, the AMEX was rocking.
I got to be honest with you, Gabby. I missed that because as I was watching the game, I think we're in the 83rd minute. So we're about to see this shit out. And the commentator mentions what's going on in the City game, which I'd been studiously ignoring because I'm like, I don't even want to know. I'm not raising my hopes up. Control the controllables. Focus on your own team. That's what I do every title race we've been in recent years. Then he said that. And I went into my phone to confirm myself that this motherfucker wasn't lying to me. And I was like, oh shit, it's 2-2. And at that point, I lost all composure, Gabby. I turned the TV off. I walked out my house. I started walking around the building, doing some shit that's not legal where I live. And I waited till 15 minutes after the game would have ended to check the Arsenal score. I was like, yes, we held out. Then check the seed score oh my God, the gap got bigger again. I'm very happy. I'm very, very happy.
I'm ecstatic. I needed that, I needed that breathing room for me. For me, I was like, I feel like they're on our ass, and not in a way that they're the Sharks are coming. Cities, you're gonna bottle it again. Not like that. Just in a I need the team to breathe. Drop your shoulders just a little bit. You are as good as, if not better than, the City team right now. Drop your shoulders just a little. Please, we have so little games left. 9 games left, I think. Or is it 8 after today?
I hope it's 8, but I think it's 9.
We have a handful of games left. Genuinely. And we play them too. If we win most of our games, and let's just say, for sake of argument, we don't lose at the Etihad. Just don't lose.
We don't.
The title is ours. The title is already in our hands. Just relax a bit.
Just relax a bit. Okay, so Arsenal have played 30 games. So Arsenal have 8 games left. City have 9
8 games left.
And I'll take the points. They have the
Crystal Palace game that still needs to. They have a hard run. We have I think 8 games left, and 5 of them are at home. Hey.
Yeah, 4 were away. We just played one of them and won it. I'm fucking with this. I think in the league it's Everton next, I believe, but. Yeah. In the FA Cup, we go away to Mansfield Town, I believe they're called. And actually,
so.
then Leverkusen on the 11th as well. So yeah, it's not to underestimate anybody, but I just feel like given the quality of the opposition, there are opportunities to maybe do some more rotation, especially within that midfield. Give Norgard more minutes. Give Zubimendi a half off there, Rice a half off there. And throw in that 2-game suite. I think we can get some energy back, some juice back in some people's legs. I think.
Yeah, I do think I was thinking about it earlier, and I've actually thought about this for the last 2 seasons. There's some things that you specifically need to win trophies or win silver in my mind, and I think the luck has to be on your side, and I think luck has been on our side a lot this season with injuries and with results. Like with the luck of the draw that we had in the Champions League and in FA Cup. Thank the Lord, because the way that City's lineups are looking, like they're playing against Newcastle, they're playing against Real Madrid. I'm like, somewhere in one of these games, they have to be dropped.
You're absolutely right, Gabby. But yes, luck is a part of it, but I kind of feel like at this stage in the season, you kind of make your own luck. Like by this stage of the season last year, Liverpool were basically done. It was like the league was basically theirs because they put the work in earlier while we kept slipping. Was that luck or did they just do their job? Like we finished in first place by winning all 8 Champions League games. Then we got a nice draw because we were the top seeded team in the competition. That's how it works. If you come fourth, your shit not going to be as sweet. That's how I go. We came first for a reason and hopefully we're going to benefit from that. The FA Cup, we've won it the most in history. So fuck y'all. It belongs to us anyway. Eat a dick. Carling Cup or Carabao Cup, we had to deal with fucking Chelsea. There's nothing lucky about that. I don't like those motherfuckers. We beat them all the time, but they're assholes and they're rough and they try to break our legs and shit. I don't like messing with them, So yeah, we make our luck. And essentially, as far as our attack goes, Gabby, I don't think we've been very lucky because if we could afford to lose anyone in the attack, it's the people we could least afford to lose that we haven't had in the attack for most of the season, outside of Saka. And even him, he's been in and out. And I say that, Merino and /or Havertz are the two that we really needed to actually play well this season, given the way the league has evolved. We need that outlet over the top to get over these obscene presses. Like Brighton looked like they had 2 weeks of rest in comparison to our guys today.
Yo, they were gang pressing us.
It was crazy. It was like motherfuckers on cocaine playing against motherfuckers on weed. It was crazy, man. Like Raya was stoned as fuck with that first early mistake. And it's going to be a lot more of that throughout the season because we're going to be playing these rested teams and we're a target because if you're one of the teams that take points off them, that's props to you. And, if you're the coach of that team, your program is going in the right direction because you took points off Arsenal. Listen, man, y'all need to chill. Leave us the fuck alone, okay? We got destiny.
Not every day. Cup final. I don't want to be at anybody's cup final. Rest.
I'm tired, okay? You got it, bro. Just give us the points. But you got it, we respect you. Just give us the points, So that's where I'm at with it.
All I need is for us to win the quadruple and Spurs to get relegated.
Okay.
And just an extra cherry on top, if Chelsea also don't make Champions League, that would be nice as well. But,
Unai just gave
not ask for too much.
Like the idiot that he is. That said, Gabby, you've mentioned quadruple twice. Are you serious when you say that? Is it just because we're still...
You're thinking real hard. I was like, I actually do think that we could win. I know that nobody ever wins it.
Right.
It's really, really hard, especially in England. It's really hard to win a quadruple. I think we have the squad to do it. Do I think we will do it? No, I don't think we will do it. I do think we will win 2, though. I hope we win 2. That's what I'm aiming for. So get me 2 trophies this season.
Which are the 2 you're prioritizing then?
Oh, we need to win the Premier League. I do not care. We need to win the Premier League. But the other one, honestly, I don't care what it is. I would love for it to be the Champions League. That would be a nice double. Because then you can't say shit about Arsenal.
That's the best double.
Champions of Europe, you'll never sing that. I will never hear that again. Okay? I'll never hear that again. But even if it's the Carabao Cup over City, I would love that too. If it's the FA Cup, I would really love that. I love winning the FA Cup.
Yeah, that said, the FA Cup is our theme. But if there's one competition I'm willing to prioritize, because I don't want to be disrespectful. I do think we're better than Mansfield Town or Mansfield City or Mansfield Village, whatever the fuck they are. I think we're better than them. So we should get through this round. If we get some crazy fixture for the next round and we need to get people rest, bro, the FA Cup can go this season. Okay, we're already in the Carabao final, so that we need to go and try to win.
Yeah, I do think mentally, if we win that will be a really big boost for these players. I think if you win the Premier League and the Carabao Cup, that's a great season.
You know, I just
get me to a final. I wouldn't mind. I know I would hate it if it happened. I would hate it. But if we got to the final of the Champions League and didn't win it, hey, what more can you do if you win 2 other trophies?
That's fair. You have to be realistic. I mean, like, you can try. All you can do is try your best. If they win anything, I'm happy. And I mean, we've been playing games since August, Gabby. We've lost 3 times.
Yeah.
This team is really fucking good. And, you know, I think even before now, they've earned the right to win some shit, you know. So I hope they go ahead and do it. It will make us all very, very happy. But I think we've done enough. Anything else for these people, Gabby?
Oh, man. Emery in crunch time.
Football editing. He does this all the time, you know. People act surprised when they watch his teams fade down the stretch. Then they act surprised. But he does this. He did this in Spain. The only place where he didn't do it was the place where he coached the richest team in the league. So this is just what he does, you know. So yeah, Aston Villa can have him since they like him so much. We good, we extra good, you know. In any event, for hanging out, Gabby. For the rest of you, like, share, subscribe. We appreciate you, and we will talk to you after the next Premier League game, or probably before then. Sorry, the schedule's been funky, you know. Like we niggas is fasting. What can I say? We fasting. We busy, you know. So but we love you. And you know, so Gabby.
Peace.